crucify our ego. Every moment when we talk to others, we are hurting them. Actually, people have lost faith in God, because those who are in charge of God are so arrogant and so egoistical that it has become impossible for anybody to think of God which is beyond your ego. You will be surprised. Ego is absolutely superficial, like a bubble. It is just like a balloon which can burst just like that. And it should go. It should go so that you should rise. It should disappear so that your attention rises in your spirit, and that you see the whole world as a part of that spirit that you are. This is the boundary which you have to cross, and for that we have to take help from Christ. Christ crucified himself. Why? Because what did he do? Did he loot people? Today you have thousands of these thugs coming here and looting you. Nobody crucifies them. What did he do? He just challenged the ego of these Romans and of these Jews, those who were angry with him. And that's why he was crucified. And we have to crucify our ego now through his cross. Otherwise, we are going to do the same again to ourselves, that in our own being we crucify our Christ by our ego. It is a very symbolic death of Christ. His birth in the most humble place, in a very humble place. He is born in the optic thalamus, you can say, is the place where this brain, all activities coming and all sorts of problems there facing you. And there he lives. And you have to just awaken him there so that your ego is crucified once for all. But I don't say you fight your ego, because it is not that important to fight. You are fighting with your shadow. You have a shadow which is called as ego, which is not to be fought and to waste your energy on it. There's no need to fight it. Only thing, if you stand in the center of the light, you don't see any shadow. It is so simple as that. If you stand in the center of light, that is Christ, you don't see any shadow anywhere. But when I say this, I may sound like other people who give sermon. Stand in the shadow of Christ, or stand in the light of Christ. Now what does that mean? Where is that light? Where is that place where you should stand? And that place is here in the center of your optic thalamus, where there is no thought. You have to stand in thoughtless awareness. Many people who have had a problem with Agya, many people who have come, and they will be beyond thought. And this is a very, very important chakra for Sahajogis, because when the Kundalini rises above the Agya chakra, immediately there is no thought. You do not get any thoughts from ego or superego. But there is a wobbling in the Agya because of your imbalanced ways. And the imbalanced ways are that sometimes you are with ego or with superego. This has happened to our people in the West because we have had so much of ego, we got really tired of it. We got frightened with it. Then we started taking to drugs and things to increase our superego. But by doing that, what we are doing is pushing by one end, bringing by another end, and that's how we are wobbling our ego and superego, by which we are not helping ourselves at all. So what one has to do is to rise within oneself up to the point of Agya and try to steady your Agya.